ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for our first bout of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds in the SEC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 145 pounds with a record of 7 wins with 3 losses from Sacramento, California. Give it up for Walter King David I Patterson. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighed in at 146 pounds with a record of 1-0. With his first win coming by knockout in just 11 seconds from Las Vegas, Nevada, Jimmy Jones.
So there you have it, folks, for our first fight tonight. Jones looking for a second career win. Patterson comes in with 10 fights as a professional. So here we go, folks, with our first fight of the night. It's Jimmy Jones in the long red board shorts, Patterson in the white shorts. You see Jones shuffling early, dancing on the outside, that high energy style he's been come to known for in his amateur career. Patterson much more calm, very relaxed on the center of the cage. Jones searching for an early low kick there. See a lot of shifting, a lot of movement from Jimmy Jones. Neither fighter really committing early. Again, back to the low kick. Jimmy Jones looking to chop down the Team Alpha Male product. Patterson looks very, very focused. Again, he does have 10 professional contests to his name, but very relaxed, but not a lot of offense from either fighter as this opening minute passes. Jones again continues to circle to his right on the outside, away from the power hand of Patterson. Of course, Patterson has really yet to fire off any shot of any significance yet. Jones continues to work kicks, a little front kick there. Now traded low kicks. Again, neither fighter really pressing forward too much in the early going. A lot of respect, the feeling out process here early on. Again, you've got 2 great camps backing up these fighters. There's a little bit of flurry from Patterson. Nothing much there. As you see Jones shake it out, still shuffling those feet. And Jones representing the Extreme Couture camp. Patterson, the Team Alpha Male camp in Sacramento, California. Known for producing top-level little guys, and that's where we're getting started in the featherweight division tonight. There's a nice right hand from Patterson, but again, Jones showing a lot of elusiveness there. He's moving well on his feet. Does get checked a little bit off balance there. Just a real patient feeling out process here in the early going. Sure neither fighter wants to give up anything early in this first ever superior cage combat fight. Jones a little more active with the leg kicks there. Of course, those will certainly add up over time. Patterson missing with a big Superman punch over the top. Nice creativity there, but really hasn't set it up with anything. Oh, high kick right over the top. Could have been dangerous there, and that kind of seems to light a fire under Jones, and now moves forward. Missing with some punches, but continuing to go back to the inside of the leg of Walter Patterson. Again, more work from Jimmy Jones. Definitely stepping things up here. Now Jones shoots in for the takedown. Got to be careful as Patterson controls the neck. He's got the left arm wrapped around the neck. Not sure if he's going to be able to get a real guillotine choke attempt from this position, but he's certainly at least controlling it. And you can see as he drops down to a knee, brings Jones with him. Oh, nice. Wow, Patterson tried to transition around to the back. Jones felt it and moved as soon as the neck was released. Nice awareness from Jimmy Jones, and nice thought from Walter Patterson. Just didn't quite work out for him. Back on the feet, we see more of the tentative approach by both fighters. Oh, there's a great move by Patterson. Sensed that kick coming in for Jimmy Jones. Went for the takedown, but Jones now with his legs high, looking maybe for the, thought briefly he was going for the arm bar there, but he's back settling into a full guard position. Patterson, again, did a great job of sensing that the low kick coming up and shot in to close the distance, now set up on top. Patterson controlling there, but you can see Jimmy Jones wrapping the arms tight. You see the overhook on the left-hand side as Patterson tries to pull up. Jones doing a good job of not allowing his opponent to really throw any punches at all, even though he's in top position. In fact, it's Jones that's active there with the elbows. Now he brings up his legs again. You see looking over the corner, trying to get a little bit of advice from the team. Jones now using his foot on the cage to gain some leverage as we're in the final minute here of this opening round. Patterson, again, a great job of getting top position, but has done relatively little with it thus far. Jones doing a great job of controlling from underneath. You can see the elbows coming across there. Those can certainly cut up an opponent. See the legs high, that wiry frame of Jones very high. He's going to be threatening with arm bars and triangle chokes. Now Patterson does posture up and get a punch or two in there. I need to see more of that. Jones again working for those submissions. We enter the final 10 seconds here of the opening round. Nice right hand from the bottom from Jones. Again, Patterson gets to the top, but really has just done very little with it. Referee Chris Tione steps in. That's the end of the first round. Started out a little slow, but the action picked up as we went along.
How do you have that one scored?
Yeah, I really believe that Jimmy Jones got that one. I mean, to me, he was the more active fighter, and he did land the more significant shots. The most significant shots being either the head kick that we saw early on or the elbows as soon as he got taken down. Those two elbows that he gave him, those were pretty solid shots, and I really think that Walter felt those. Walter getting the takedown, though, it might have negated those, so we'll see what happens.
Luckily, we are here in Nevada. We do have the best judges in the country, although they make some controversial decisions every now and then. But I think you're right. I like Jimmy Jones in that one. Again, spending time on the bottom, but being the more active fighter, like you said, got the high kick in there on the feet, then got the elbows on the bottom, was looking for submissions. I've got Jimmy Jones up 10-9.
Yeah, I got Jimmy Jones up 10-9 as well.
Round 2 underway. Jimmy Jones again in the red trunks with the black trim. Walter Patterson in the white. Walter Patterson again takes the center of the cage early, firing out those heavy jabs.
Yeah, Jimmy Jones is looking pretty good as a pro. I used to watch all of his fights when he was in the Tough Enough circuit back in the day, and it's nice to see a kid like this come up.
It really is. Somebody fought 9 times here in Las Vegas under the Tough Enough banner, and you can really see the seasoning out there. It's just very comfortable. For somebody that's in a second professional fight, you see him moving, shucking and jiving, just feeling good in there. No timid nature to him at all.
Yeah, you see him breathing good too. So I don't like it when fighters' mouths get open like Walter's, so it makes me a little nervous.
There you go, Jones again with those kicks. You saw him mix up the levels. He went to the body, he went to the leg, now up high. Patterson, like you said, his mouth's open a little bit, and he's also getting very stationary on his feet. I think and maybe that first round took a lot out of him.
We'll see. That was a big takedown that he had, so you never know. And then when you're in the guard of somebody that's always trying to submit you, there's a lot of defense going on. Real sharp punches looking from Walter, so maybe he connects one of those and slows him down a little bit.
Yeah, I really like the way he sits down on those punches. I mean, he's not just throwing those out there. He's throwing them with bad intentions. He just hasn't yet caught Jones flush.
Yeah, his follow-through is no joke either, so it's looking pretty good.
Jones still looks very light. Plenty of energy to go the full distance. There's a nice left hand.
Solid left hook there. That's nice.
And if you're Patterson's corner, you got to want to see more of that. Throwing the heavy leather, being first.
Jimmy took it, though, with a grain of salt. The kid's looking tough.
You hear Jones's corner yelling out they want to make him chase. They wanted to keep that movement up. Jones was moving frantically back and forth in the opening round. He has slowed just a little bit here because we're about 2 minutes into this second round. Patterson's trying to capitalize on that with those nice, stiff straights.
Yeah, Patterson's no joke. You can tell if you get hit with one of those, you're going to be in trouble.
All right, now Patterson again times one of those kicks by Jones. Deep on the single leg. Jones showing a lot of balance, but a beautiful sweep by Patterson. Jones again immediately looked to get the legs high, but just couldn't quite do it. But here you go, TJ, throwing those elbows again.
Jones is looking for the rubber guard, and then all of a sudden he just decided, I'm going to throw these elbows and make it happen.
That is great transition. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, he was going for like a jumping triangle or jumping armbar, and then he decided, you know what, I can't do it, and got him in the guard and started throwing elbows immediately. which is a great way to cut your opponent and end the fight.
Absolutely, and once again, Patterson in a dominant position here, but he really has yet to even throw a punch while on top. Patterson having trouble with the active guard of Jones. Patterson just kind of settling into guard there, not posturing up. He's got the head on the chest, trying to keep his arms safe. He does throw a left hand there, but boy, if you're Patterson's corner, you got to want him to get busy from top position, right?
You got to break the guard. I mean, Jimmy Jones's guard is real active, so you got to get out of there and at least put him in half guard, at least, so that you can make some moves.
But Jones with those lanky legs on the bottom. We see him shifting his hips out to the side, looking at transition. Nice little elbow across the front there, and those are the kind that can really slice you up. And look, Jones pushes away and back to his feet. Excellent work again from the bottom, and then he taunts him. He throws a little Diaz at him there. I like that. Big escape, big taunt. You know, you gotta love it. This is a seasoned pro we got here. 2 fights into his professional career. Now look at Jones on the attack with his hands. That's a nice left and a right, but Patterson again on the deep single. He connected clean, tried to come out, left himself vulnerable for that single leg, but now he's shoving his head down, and Walter's got to have enough gas to deal with this. Oh, nice knee on the transition, big right hand. The crowd is on their feet, the high kick. Jimmy Jones putting on a clinic, and he's taunting Walter Patterson again. Jimmy Jones is putting on a clinic, but then he was taunting a little bit, and Walter let him have the right hand, so he's got to watch it. Stay focused. Yeah, you're right, TJ. Maybe enjoy your work a little bit less and just go in for the finish. That's it, man. Enjoy your work on video. He's got a nice highlight reel working here in the second round. Patterson dropped to a knee. He buckled earlier. I think he's getting his wits about him right now. But what seemed to be another close round until that final minute is anything but with this onslaught by Jimmy Jones. Yeah, Jimmy Jones is letting him have it, and Walter's got to dig deep for this third round. Final seconds of the second frame. Patterson just trying to hold on, which he does. He took a lot of heat in that one, and look at Jimmy Jones. He's waving to the crowd. He likes it. Yeah, Jimmy Jones is looking solid. In his corner is no joke either. You know, either one of these guys can come in here at any moment and snap off somebody in their weight class. So you really think, you know, when you see somebody's corner like this, you're like, okay, he's dead serious. Absolutely. You got Ron Frazier giving instructions. Ryan Couture over here in the corner as well. Hands down, Jimmy Jones takes that round with the flurry, right? So we've got him up probably 2-0 but you go back to that first round, it was still a close round. I think if you're Jimmy Jones' corner, you got to be saying, hey, as good as you look, this thing could be even right now. If you're in Walter's or Jimmy's corner, no matter what, you have to say end the fight, because you don't ever want to leave it in a judge's hands. I mean, no matter what happens, you got to go out there and get it done, third round. And if I was in Jimmy's corner, I would say, hey, listen, you already hurt him. So, you know, Walter was on the ropes for a little bit there, and Jimmy just got a little bit, you know, a little bit eager and looked at his work a little bit. So we got a seasoned pro here. Here we go. Well, TJ, it looks like he is ready to go. He's firing up the crowd once again. That's Jimmy Jones in the red and black trunks, Walter Patterson in the white. We're here in the third round and final round of this featherweight affair, the first ever at Superior Cage Combat 1. Patterson firing heavy leather again. I think he knows he's got to get a finish. Can't be feeling good after that second round, but he's backing up. He's against the cage. It's Jimmy Jones that's showing all the aggression right now. Yeah, it is. It's like they traded places from the first round, you know? Nice leg kick again. Chris Tione going to call time. He's got a little bit of loose tape on the left glove of Jimmy Jones. Chris Tione alertly seeing that, going to want to get that cut off. That gives Patterson a chance to rest. Yeah, Patterson should actually be in a neutral corner right now. I think Chris Tione lost track of where he is. He's getting a little last-second coaching. We see some inspectors telling him to get over there. Short break. Back to action here. Jimmy Jones gets the equipment adjusted, and he charges forward. You know, the last 10 to 20 seconds of that round, Jimmy Jones was taking off as well. He was sitting down and essentially just catching his breath. So he had a minute and a half to rest. So he came out with vengeance on this third round. Yeah, great point, TJ. He looks very lively. He's smiling in there. He's still throwing kicks, mixing up the strikes. Doesn't want to get too careless, I'm sure. Patterson, while he does look to be tiring a little bit, he is still throwing heavy leather, and I don't think he wants to taste that. Nice left hand.
this kid Jimmy Jones is really fun to watch. It looks like he's having a good time out there. So, the more fun you have in a fight, I think the better you do. And looks like he's having a great time.
Yeah, he really does. He's got the smile on his face. He's taunting when he can, mixing up the strikes there with the front kick and the combination over the top. Looking good for a fighter just in his second pro fight against Walter Patterson, who has 10 bouts under his belt.
And Walter's no joke, like I said, his camp that he's coming out of, I wouldn't even look at any one of those guys in a funny direction, you know what I mean? So that kid's a beast no matter what.
Yeah, interesting to note for Patterson, he is 7-3. All 3 of his losses have come via decision, so he's never been finished. I think Jimmy Jones had a chance in the second round to be the first to do that. Now he looks like he's coasting a little bit more, comfortable with his lead.
Yeah, Jimmy Jones believes that he has it, but I really don't like the sign that you think that you have it. You really got to try to finish it.
Yeah, he's shuffling in there, looking a lot of Dominic Cruz-esque head movement along with some Ali shuffle, firing out the jab, but I'd like to see him going for the finish right now.
Yeah.
I think he had Walter Patterson really on the ropes, so to speak, in the second round. He's kind of let him off here. Still, I think he's comfortably in control with a little more than 2 minutes remaining in this third and final round. Unless something drastic changes here in the final 2 minutes, you got to think Jones is cruising to a win. Nonetheless, you'd like to see him engage.
Yeah, you do. I don't know how much trouble Walter was in. I saw his knees get buckled just once, but it seems like he recovered really, really quick, so he's definitely in shape. But Jimmy Jones looked at his work a little bit too long in that one. I think he could have got him in the second round, but we'll see.
So Patterson moving in for a takedown. Now, moving into the clinch, not sure if he really wants to go for a takedown. It hasn't really worked for him in round 1 or round 2. If I'm Patterson's corner, I'd like for him to just be throwing bombs, left and right hands, trying to get something.
I would too, because I really think that, if Patterson lands one of those big shots, it could buckle Jimmy Jones's knees right away. So, that's the only way that you can snap this contest off is to land one of those big shots, and Walter's got that. He just needs to break away from that clinch.
There it was right there. Broke away, had a nice jab. Jones had a couple nice high knees in that clinch, but Jones broke away, threw a nice jab. Just need to see more of it. Less than a minute remaining here in this third and final round. You've got to think you're behind on the scorecards. There's no reason not to just unload. And if you happen to get clipped walking into something, so be it. You're on your way to a loss anyway.
Yeah, it's especially if you walk into a guy's. It's like if you walk into a guy's gym and you try to beat him. Your goal is to beat him so that there is no judges. So, on the close fight, it goes back to boxing. On a close fight, you come to Vegas to beat a Vegas fighter. It's going to be really hard. So, I really think Walter needs to go in there and try to end this fight, but he didn't do it.
Working into clinch here in the final seconds of this third and final round. Look for a takedown. Jimmy Jones able to stand him up. It looks like they may finish this fight in the clinch. They do push away.
They got to keep their hands up.
Jones just misses on the front kick. The Anderson Silva-esque strike there.
Anderson Silva, Lyoto Machida.
Oh, Patterson slips on a high kick. But at least he was trying. I'll give him an A for effort. Jones finishes with a few right hands. I've got him taking all 3 rounds. What do you think about the performance, TJ?
Yeah, I think Jimmy Jones has got it. That's a 3-0. That was a nice fight. I really am impressed, and I think this Jimmy Jones kid's got something.
Yeah, he really does. We've seen him blossom here in the Las Vegas amateur scene. Now he's doing the same thing in the pros. I think he's got to take this via unanimous decision. Again, I've got 3 rounds to none. Maybe Patterson snuck out that first round, but I don't see any way he could take rounds 2 or 3. Should be a comfortable win for Jimmy Jones, and I think he's going to be moving to 2-0.
Yeah, if the score is not 30-27, I'm wrong, but I really believe that Jones is going to win this thing pretty easily. And that's a very impressive win because Walter's no slouch.
No, absolutely. Like you said, Joseph Benavidez in there in his corner at that Team Alpha Male camp is no joke. So that's a great win for Jimmy Jones. We assume it's a great win for Jimmy Jones. Unless there's some travesty in judging here, I'm pretty comfortable calling it a Jones win. But a great fight here in the opening bout here in Superior Cage Combat 1.
100%. Nice job.
Good action. And if you watch some of the replays here, you see Jones not only executing his game plan, but a little showmanship in there as well. Again, I think we both thought he maybe admired his work a little too much in the second round. Could have gotten a finish, but still nice to see somebody with a little bit of flair so early in their career.
Pretty good to see the fighters join, and shake hands, and shows you that this is not just gladiators and these aren't barbarians. It's a sport. These guys are in a sport. They could be friends, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, always got to love the respect that's shown in MMA. It's one of the reasons I think it's such an amazing sport. It doesn't have to be bad blood. Like I said, it doesn't have to be about street fighting. It's an honorable thing. It's a sport. These guys are highly trained athletes, and Jimmy Jones, I just can't say enough about his performance tonight. And as you alluded to earlier in the fight, the experience of those 10 amateur bouts was impressive. So I think he definitely earned the victory tonight. We'll see. Let's take it up to the ring for our official decision from announcer Sean T.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge number 1 scores about 27-30. Judge number 2 scores about 28-29. Judge number 3 scores about 27-30. Your winner by unanimous decision, Jimmy Jones!
So there you have it, TJ. He did take the unanimous decision. 2 judges had it 30-27, 1 29-28. What can you say? Jimmy Jones looks like a star in the making. He moves to 2-0 on his young career. Walter Patterson